I finally persuaded my companion to dye her hair black and white, because I'd been badgering her about it for ages. Welcome to the Isolation Inspiration Station. It has been my first full week of working at home, and I'm getting used to it. Okay. Very attractive Atari 800 XL over there. Oh yeah. I painted Vistra. Badly. But at least she's a start on the road to completing Wrath of Ashardalon. So I was so excited and inspired that I'm going to take her on an adventure. The other thing I want to quickly mention, I've started working through this. I've done the first chapter and I'm enjoying it thoroughly. The cards are not the most superb quality, but the artwork and the look of the thing is just wonderful. You've got all this business and your instructions and all that. It's great. And we've had our first Dungeon Crawl Classics night online, and it went really well. And Judge Brendan gave us a fantastic adventure to play through, and so I look forward to next month with quite a lot of excitement, because it was really good fun. Now, my mate Bruce is running some games at Virtual GaryCon, because obviously GaryCon isn't going ahead, but the Virtual GaryCon is. And the adventure he ran, during a certain solar event or astronomical event, a pathway or corridor into some ruins was revealed. It's like a Stonehenge thing, but at a certain point a corridor is uncovered that leads into who knows where. And Vistra, a young hero anxious to prove her worth, could go for that kind of legend and try to explore such an unusual, otherworldly happening. So that's what she's going to do. It's like a challenge kind of plot, you know. So we'll see how that goes. So the model is called Vistra, but what is our character's name? For some bizarre reason, I'm thinking Penelope. I don't know why. And we need to go old school. And we're rolling d6 plus 6 for her skill. Oh, that's a brilliant start. And 2d6 plus 12 for stamina. Okay. And d6 plus 6 for luck. Crying out loud. You can see it's already going to be awesome. So I'm taking the inspiration for this from the Portal Under the Stars, which is in the core rulebook for Dungeon Crawl Classics. It's the adventure that Bruce ran, but I'm not going to follow the adventure. I'm just going to take the initial idea. For long years you laboured in the fields like all the peasants, sweating hot and dirty in the summer, only to shiver under the threadbare hides when winter came. This year's harvest ended like all the rest, and the autumn's work was hard on old man Roberts. When you visited his bedside at the end, he spoke in laboured breaths of constellations that hadn't been seen since he was a young lad. The last time the empty star had risen in the sky, it was more than 50 winters past, he said. Under the light of that strange star, a portal had opened by the old stone mounds. He'd seen jewels there, and fine steel spears and enamelled armour, but he'd run when the iron men had attacked. Now, old and dying, he wished he'd taken the chance on a life of adventure. The empty star is once more rising, and a young man with courage, or a young woman with courage, could be more than just another peasant, if they'd only take the chance old man Roberts hadn't. And what is this mysterious passageway that appears in the light of the empty star? Should Penelope go and investigate? Of course she should. She wants to become a hero. Look at the size of that massive mallet. So I'm trying to work out how best to do this. What I'm going to do, I have these cardboard pieces here which refer to the cardboard dungeon rooms I have, and I'm going to pick our first room because obviously it's some kind of magical place, and so it could be anything. A wizard's study, that makes sense. And most of these floor plans will be from dungeon rooms from Games Workshop in 1980, a long time ago. And I'm going to use the actions story cubes to figure out what is on this wizard's mind. Is he potentially friend or foe? We just don't know. Let's have a look. So initially, I'm thinking the wizard was very deep in study, and he's now been disturbed and he's not happy about it. Have you come to steal some of my magical treasures? My precious magical treasures? Or have you come to disrupt my work, which is very important? Do I need to build a wall to keep you people out? But I think on hearing the right kind of thing, he could be convinced to be friendly. Yeah, okay. So we'll see. Honestly, I just want to make it as a hero, so I followed the path of the empty star to try and seek my fortune. I'm not after anything of your research or anything like that. I'm just looking for adventure and to find a better life. And I think you'd appreciate that kind of honesty. Oh, very well. In that case, I think I could tell you something that may help you. And thinking back to the other result on the dice, there's someone here who is missing something very badly. If you could find that thing, you may be able to avoid coming across their bad side. That's exactly the kind of vague clue we like to find from our wizards. So with that, Penelope will take her leave and continue on her adventure. What else does she find? What is her next encounter? Kitchen. Oh, perhaps she's hungry. Oh my word! What might you be wanting in my kitchen? So what is the attitude of this character we've come across? Oops. So, we could say that this character is a bit more aggressive. There is 2 ways to go here. We've got that building a wall thing again. So that might be some kind of theme. Somebody in this place is building something or creating something. This character might be appeased by a gift, and she might be carrying a burden, or might ask a hero to do a difficult job for them. I think that's enough actually. I'm not worried about these. I'm not feeling particularly inspired by them. But I'm happy with those ones. Can't you see why I'm busy? Why can't you leave me alone? And at that, Penelope could say, well, I'll be very happy to offer the gift of my service to help you accomplish what you're trying to do. So these 3 remaining dice could suggest that what Granny Page is trying to do, or needs assistance-wise, is a good deal of skill to try and find something over a difficult challenge, like in an awkward cave or something that's difficult to negotiate, that kind of thing. And if Penelope can go and get the thing that Granny Page needs, she might be able to help her solve the mystery of this place and who is creating what and what they are building or creating. So Penelope will gladly try and get what Granny Page is after. So I'm going to draw another room for where this test might be. I hope it's nothing crazy. Oops. Throne room. Ah. Okay. So there's some kind of test or of skill or dexterity in this throne room in order to get something. Now, this immediately suggests that this is trickier than it looks, and obviously that's a death-defying drop down there. So there's something on the throne, and this is a bit of a trap. So Penelope needs to negotiate this in order to get the thing that is on the throne, or has been left on the throne. So what this all suggests, when you fit it together, is that a mischievous creature of some kind has scarpered with something that Granny was using to create her gift, or whatever it was, and it has run across this narrow ledge onto the throne, and it is scampering about here, and here is the thing that Penelope needs to get. So now we need to decide what sort of a creature it is. So perhaps it's a giant rat that's scarpered with some important ingredient which it thinks might be tasty, but Granny needs it to complete her gift. So Penelope has to make her way across here and deal with the giant rat. So it's not a terribly powerful creature, but I'm sure I could manage to get us killed somehow. So I think Penelope will need to make a skill check to try and get across, and her skill is 7. You need a 7 or less. Wow! The giant rat has a skill of 5. It rolls its dice. Oh wow, that's 15. We have a skill of 7. Can we beat 15? No, we can't. That's 12. Okay, we take 2 damage. Never mind. As we circle each other, preparing for the next bout, the rat strikes. Oops. Oh gosh. 16. We've got 7. Okay. We draw. We do not injure each other. We circle again around this very precarious battlefield. Yes, there's a bit of paint messing, never mind. The rat rolls. Ooh! And we roll. We hit. It is down to 2 stamina points because it started with 4. We circle. We leap, trying not to fall off and yet trying to strike our opponent. The rat rolls. Okay, that's 7 and 5, 12. We've got to beat a 12. We beat a 12, we get 17. We managed to defeat the giant rat. Ah! Squeak! Oh, my master will be so pleased. Now that Penelope has brought this special ingredient back to Granny Page, we'll hopefully discover the final piece of this puzzle, as Penelope will go into the next room, the final room, with Granny as she takes her gift, and we'll see what the outcome is. So what is the final room of this bizarre dimension going to be? Please don't be something stupid. A forge? Okay. I could use a dwarf, I suppose, but I'm going to use another recurring character for my mind. Maurice the ogre. He is a blacksmith here, and he's forging magical weapons. So, what's on his mind? Let us roll the blue dice. The actions set. So we've got turn that the right way around. Burning something, breaking something. Is that eating something? Yeah, eating something. Being trapped or imprisoned. Reaching something, cutting something. A new direction. An effort of strength. I think that Granny and Maurice are trapped in this weird dimension, and they may have been trapped here in time and space for a long while. And what they are building is the way to break free and take a new direction in their life so that they're not trapped anymore. And that is the something that Maurice is building. And now Penelope has been able to help retrieve something special, a special ingredient for this creation that Maurice is making and Granny is helping with. And hopefully they'll now be able to build it. So Penelope is going to help Granny and Maurice creating the special mechanical item that they need to tether this rogue dimension that they are trapped in to the real world long enough for them to escape and return to their homes. So that's exactly what they're going to do. So they finally create the device that the wizard needs to help them all escape from this dimension which has been popping into existence whenever the empty star shines, and now they are finally able to escape back into the real world. So now they have all materialised back into the real world, back to Penelope's old village, and she probably has a bit of explaining to do as to why this wizard, this hag and this ogre have suddenly appeared here. And remember, with just a simple set of rules, a few dice, and anything you might have lingering around from old board games or old role-playing games, any components or miniatures you might want to use, you can just conjure up something with what you've got. I mean, look at these, a wizard and a hag and an ogre and a dwarf. I mean, whatever you happen to have to hand, you can conjure up anything. And a lot of OSR games are completely free to download on PDF. So there's loads online that's available free that you can mess around with. Do stay safe, do have fun, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.